To my buddy's project or whatever over there. We're pulling in a parking lot here or whatever. Let's see. Yeah, I probably should start that over again because that was terrible. All right. What's up, everybody? So we're at the shop, at the yard. We are picking up some attachments for the excavator. I don't know where I'm going. So we gotta take over to that project that we took the dozer to, my buddy's property. So we're gonna take this stuff over there. I'll show you what I've got going on here. So we're not gonna take that bucket, it's too big, I don't need it. But we're gonna take this tree shear. This is a more bark. It's a 15-inch. That's what it's rated for. If you go back on one of my videos a couple years ago, we showed this fully rebuilding the cylinders, going through it, putting it on the backhoe, our JCB over there. And so we went through it and redid it all. Yeah, like I said, redid the cylinders, all new lines and everything on it. Well, we bought the excavator, and so I decided that I wanted to put it on the excavator instead. So we had, I didn't want to do it, so I just had it done. A buddy of mine built the pins and built this bracket and everything on there. I haven't really actually done a video on the machine and the being on the excavator, so yeah, we'll show some of that. So we gotta get this stuff loaded up on the trailer. I already got the grapple. So yeah, we're gonna get this stuff loaded up so we can get over there and do some work. So I'll quit rambling on. So you got a little girl started. Story of my life. The tire's very flat. There's not a lot of weight on it, so I know it's gonna go really bad. So we gotta go get some air here. Get that doesn't shut up. And yeah, we need some good old juice for it. She's been sitting here for a while. The front cylinders are starting to leak really bad, so I gotta get that fixed. But yeah, anyways. There we go, everything's on, loaded. We just need to strap it down. So let's try the YouTube magic. It works for everybody else. Must be doing it wrong. I guess let's get her done. All right, she's all strapped down. Yeah, leave a comment down below. Tell me how I did it wrong. I'd like to see how you guys would do it, because I know I'm not perfect. So yeah, here we go. So we got the excavator and stuff out here. We got this grapple over here that we're put on this machine. You've probably seen some videos of that or whatever. So it's got a power rotator on it, but I only have hydraulics on the machine for just one or the other. So what my plan is we're going to, the cheapest way to do this is we're going to tap into the curl, the bucket cylinder here or whatever on it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a T in this line, and basically the same thing as this thing, I can lock this cylinder off, run a line down and run that. So we'll just leave this all the way out or all the way in, whatever, and we can use it for the time being that way. Because I don't really need the curl to work when we're using the grapple. It isn't necessary to do that. So, and we're going to change the mount on the grapple so it'll work a little differently than the way it's working right now anyways. But and this is a Cabelco excavator, so it's got British fittings on it. So these fittings right here, they're British. And my hydraulic shop is pretty awesome. They're really good to us and take care of us, but that is something that's kind of an odd thing. So the easiest thing to do is we're just gonna cut the line, we'll weld in some fittings and put the T in there, versus trying to get the fittings to fit that and make new hydraulic lines and all that crap. We're just gonna do it this way instead. You can already see where somebody adapted from to JIC to this. They welded two pieces together to make it work, which is pretty common on these actually from what I've ever seen. But yeah, so we are going to I'm gonna pull this cylinder right out, take it to the shop so we can kind of mount everything up on it, get it all on there, good to go. And we might rebuild this cylinder. I think it needs it. The one up here actually is the one that really needs it, but I don't want to take that apart right now. And so yeah, we're going to, yeah, let's see here. Probably gonna pull this off and do that. So this cylinder, or this wishbone, or whatever you want to call it, I think one of the sleeves or whatever is slid over and it's caught in there. I'm not going to fight it. It's not that big of a deal. So I will just have to, we're just going to bust this hard line off in here and take that. We already got the other one off. We'll just take those two and fix that, I guess. We'll just have to kind of, I just wanted the cylinder as more of a reference than anything, but that's not going to happen, so we're just going to have to do it this way. So here we go. I guess we'll just take that off and go. So apparently the crane just decided to quit working. I think it's my remote, so that's why we carry one of these around with us all the time, just in case. Saved me a few times. I don't know what its problem is, but let's see. Yeah, that's not good. We ain't got no power. Alright. Well, awesome. Alright, we got power. We ain't getting power to this. Oh, I'm a dummy. Didn't even see that break off. All right. Okay. Oh, he's something. Hey, we got power again. Alright, we're back on the Cabelco excavator for the quick couplers and on the hydraulic line there. So what I did was, this might be hot, cut the pipe in half like that. We're going to weld in these fittings like this, and then we can take, like we were talking earlier, we'll take these big shutoff, or these switch valves actually is what they are. So fluid comes in, goes out here or here, just depends on where they are, and we'll screw these in there, and then we can run the line from this down to the swivel or the rotator on the grapple, and we can run it that way. So we're gonna get set up. Obviously we took a coupling and cut it in half, so basically it looked, let's see here, come on. So I just took this just like this and made it into two of these. So I'll show you what I did over here. I'll show you whatever. So I just got a fitting in there, screw that in there and cut it off. Then I don't have the right boring bar for it, so I'm just using an end mill, and then I can just kind of put a small hole in there. That way it'll kind of set inside, and then I can fill up full of weld. So we're gonna get the TIG welder out and do it with that. I'd rather do it with that than the MIG. I am definitely not a welder either way, but I can make this work at least. So yeah, we're gonna get set up here. Alright, you might have seen that, you might not have. Might edit it out, I don't know. But you can see it's welded. Alright, we'll find out when I hook it up if it leaks. So, yeah, we'll see. I see some pitting and stuff in it, we'll see. We might hit it one more time. I'm gonna let it cool down and stuff, so we'll go ahead and get this other one done and keep moving forward. fitting. And that one, just like so. Just like so. This one too. Yep. Like I said, not an actual welder, so yep. Go ahead and comment. It's okay. So yeah, those are that. So now I just gotta put them together or whatever and figure out the flow. Hopefully, like I wanted to take the cylinder in here and set it up and do it so it's all mocked up in here, but it wouldn't come off. So we're just gonna go ahead and hopefully guess and make this fit. So yeah, so we're gonna throw this together and go from there. Talk to you then. All right, so we're slowly getting this together here. Let me see, let's go back over here. And this is what we did. So the fitting we welded onto and this elbow here. So this is the main feed right here. It comes in, and then with this we can divert it to this cylinder, or we can run it out and then down to whatever. Now granted, when this is flipped, not feeding this cylinder, then this cylinder won't be doing anything. You won't be able to, it'll be stuck wherever it is. More likely we'll just roll it all the way out and then flip it so the stick will be, or the bucket would be curled all the way, technically is how that would work. So got that one good. Yeah, we gotta get some fittings and stuff. I'm gonna just hook up the hoses to it and just to make it work for right now. I'm gonna try it, but for right now that's what we're gonna do, is just leave it the way it is. So let's get this other side on. All right, so what we did was we went to bolt this on the hydraulic cylinder, and this was down too far, so it was making that cocked and everything. You couldn't bolt this onto the cylinder because this was hitting, the pipe was bent too far. So what I did is I cut it off. We're gonna TIG weld it back on here, and that should give me, because there's a block on the cylinder, that'll give me plenty of room between the cylinder and this, and then we'll put a brace on the other side of it, obviously, to hold it on there. So we're gonna go ahead and get this welded on and go from there. Yeah, it looks okay. I can't weld to the block there because it's cast and I don't want to weld, obviously, so I don't want to mess that up. So yeah, I think it'll be good enough. It should hold. If it don't, we'll take it apart and fix it, but that's on. So now we can go back and put it back on. I didn't really care for how that turned out, but it is welded to the pipe. It's not, it may not look like it, but it is. It's welded to what it needs to be welded to. So it should work. If it don't, you'll be the first ones to find out. All right, so we're building the bushing for the grapple here. We are way out. Yeah, so get this set up in the forge and we will be rocking. I'm using a tape measure, yes. It does not have to be that accurate. So telemarketers, you gotta love them. So I didn't feel putting it on. I figured it'd be too boring to watch. Well, like we said, we welded this little piece up, changed it, so now it's not hitting the cylinder at all. And then we ran this up. I had to tweak some of this pipe and stuff. It's all messed up or whatever. We got that back on. Here's our coupler for the other. So when you switch this valve, you're gonna take fluid from here to normally go to here, and we'll switch it and go to here instead. Same thing on the other side. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go get that grapple hooked up, and we built the other coupler or connector for it, so we got to get that figured out on there too, and we'll get her all hooked up and plumbed. I got the lines over here, they're all ready, got the quick couplers and stuff on them already, just got to hook them up. So I think that's what we're gonna do, is get that hooked up. So here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and switch them lines because that's way more backwards than I can deal with. That's like backhoe. That's like backhoe controls and excavator controls. No, can't do it. All right, I'd say that's a wrap for this one. A little bit of everything in this video, that's for sure. Next video should be more on dirt work and stuff. We do need to get the dozer back to the shop, and I got to figure out that transmission issue. I'm not sure what's going on, but I got to do something about it. So to do it though, we need to get it back to the shop, take it apart and all that. But anyways, yeah, I think that worked out pretty good, the grapple. Time will tell on how long it'll last and stuff. We still need to, obviously I need to do, you know, some tightening and, you know, clean up some of the hoses and wrap them and stuff so they're not all messed up. The links on them, one's a little longer than it needs to be, but we just kind of guessed on what I needed or whatever. So, you know, it is what it is, trial and error, you know. But the grapple works awesome. I was told the rotator and that did not work. Well, I mean, it seems to be working right now, so we're just gonna run for the win on that side of it. Yeah, like I said though, it's we'll see how long it lasts and stuff like that. I don't there's an older video out a couple years ago. I did one that I did on the backhoe, but it didn't have a rotator on this, and it was a lot smaller grapple and stuff like that. That pin system, minus what we welded on today, has been together for a long time. I know it's not real strong looking or whatever, but we'll see how long it lasts. You know, maybe eventually I'll cut it back apart and do something with it, but for right now it was quick and dirty and easy to get put on there and working. Actually, matter of fact, there's the old grapple right there. That's the old one that we were using, which that thing actually works very good. You can check out that old video of mine, JCB backhoe grapple, if it works or whatever it is. Yeah, so this one's a heck of a lot better, but it costs a lot more money too, for sure. But yeah, I mean, our welds actually seem to be holding up and everything on it. The welds and everything don't seem to be leaking on any of that. And then down here, you know, like we cut this and cut all this, you know, all that looks actually really good. I'm impressed. So yeah, so we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna call this one a wrap, and we'll see you guys on the next one.